The Hebrew word that we translated as blessed or to bless in the Old Testament is barak. Its literal meaning is to kneel when it's used to describe someone blessing God. So it describes an act of adoration or submission. But this word is first introduced as God blessing humans. So we know that God has all power and authority. He doesn't kneel in submission to anyone. He doesn't bow before anything. So then what does it mean for God to bless us? For us to bless God, it means we submit to him. What does it mean for God to bless us? The word is first used in Genesis chapter 1, 2, and 5, where God blessed Adam and Eve and told them to be fruitful and multiply, and then gave them dominion over the earth. Then it's used again in Genesis chapter 9 after the flood, where God again blesses Noah and his sons and tells them to be fruitful and multiply. Next time it's used is Genesis 12, when God revealed himself to Abram and told him that he would bless him and make him a great nation for himself, and from that nation he would bless all the nations of the world. Blessing is when God invites someone to join him and what he desires. Right? God created everything and then tells Adam and Eve, now you go be fruitful and multiply. God as the creator invited them not just to be part of creation, but to be part of creating. He gave them the power to join him. He gave them an invitation to do what he'd seen him do, because God desires partnership. Fellowship is not sitting around a table eating. Fellowship is sharing our hearts and our lives. Fellowship is partnership. Fellowship is what happens at the building when everybody gets their hands dirty together, when people work in projects together. Fellowship is what happens when we're all giving toward building a church in the Philippines or feeding some family that we found out was hungry. Fellowship is when we join each other in the work, not just when we join each other at the table. That's why something's supposed to happen from the table, right? If all we do is get together to eat a meal, and let's be honest, church, that's what we've called fellowship for a long time. We're going to have a fellowship. What's that mean? Everybody's bringing something to eat. But we come to the table so that we can go from the table. We come together as the people of God, and then we're supposed to go together to do the work of God. And so in the Old Testament, being blessed is God saying, I want you to be a part of what I'm doing.